Hey guys, I'm Nisa Homey. Today I'm sharing an instant Kerala style Puttu recipe with Poongar rice, also known as Poongar arisi or women's rice. I'm also sharing how to make Puttu with coconut shell for those who don't own a Puttu gutti or Puttu maker. So let's get started with the recipe. To make Kerala style Puttu recipe, into a bowl I'm adding in 1 cup of Poongar rice, also known as Poongar arisi in Tamil. Poongar rice is an indigenous variety of red rice which is also known as women's rice. Poongar rice helps to balance hormones, hence it is ideal for those with hormonal issues. It is also a good source of iron and zinc, and with the bran intact, it has a fair level of vitamin B. The rice is rich in anthocyanins which gives its reddish brown color, and Poongar rice also helps to fight free radicals, cleanses the body from toxins, and it is ideal for pregnant ladies as it has all the essential nutrients in minimum from vitamins to minerals. Because of its ability to balance hormonal changes in women, it is also known as women's rice. Into this I'm adding in some water and I'm allowing it to soak overnight so that the next day morning I can make instant Kerala style Puttu. And the next day morning the rice has soaked really well, so I'm going to wash and rinse it a couple of times and then I'm going to keep it on a strainer. Now if you don't have a Poongar rice at hand, the other options are to use Kerala red rice. I have already shared how to make 3 different instant Puttu recipes, including Puttu recipe with Kerala red rice, also known as Matta rice. Okay, now I have washed and rinsed it a couple of times and I'm keeping it on a strainer. The reddish brown color of the rice is because of the high amount of anthocyanins in the rice. This rice is very ideal for those who has hormonal issues. So do try to include Poongar rice in your diet if you have hormonal issues. Into my dry blender jar, I am adding in the rinsed and strained rice. Add in pink Himalayan salt as needed. Without adding water, just dry grind the soaked rice. Open the lid and you can see that the rice is almost ground. So I'm just cleaning up the sides. I'm just pushing down the rice on the sides which has not been ground, and from the lid as well. And again I'm going to pulse it for about 10 seconds. Open the lid. The Poongar rice is nicely ground. It is not super fine but has a slightly coarse texture. Since this rice has a good amount of bran, it is high in fiber. And now I'm going to transfer this to a bowl. To make Puttu, I'm using my Puttu maker which has the shape of a coconut shell. Hence this is known as Chiratta Puttu Kutti in Malayalam. Now if you don't have this Puttu Kutti at hand, you can still make a Puttu using the shell of a coconut. Now into this I'm adding in 2 tablespoons freshly grated coconut, freshly ground Poongar rice flour. When you add the rice flour, make sure that you don't press it down. Just lay down the rice flour like this and not press it down. If you press it down, the Puttu will be hard and not soft. About a tablespoon of grated coconut on top and cover, and I'm going to place it on the hob of my pressure cooker. I have already heated my pressure cooker and steam is coming out through the hob, and I'm placing it onto the hob. Once steam starts to come through the holes on the lid, you can reduce the flame to lowest and allow it to steam cook for about 5 to 7 minutes. While it is getting steam cooked, I'm going to show you how to make it without a Puttu maker, that is with the coconut shell. So I have a coconut shell and I had grated the coconut completely. Now I'm going to show you how to make a Puttu utti using the coconut shell. Now there are 3 eyes beneath the coconut shell. You need to find the eye which is soft and tender, or you can just find it from inside. So this is the eye and this is the softer eye. You can easily break this eye using something sharp like a knife. So I'm just going to tap it like this. The knife did get through it easily. and now we have a small hole. So you can place this onto the hob of the cooker and make puttu. So I'm going to lightly rinse the coconut shell and then I'll show you how to make. Now you need to rinse it a couple of times because we want some moisture in the coconut shell. Okay, now I have rinsed it a couple of times and the coconut shell is slightly wet. And into this I'm going to add in some grated coconut, and before adding the coconut, make sure you just close the hole which we made with your finger, and then add in the grated coconut, add in the freshly ground Poongar rice. You can also layer the coconut in between the rice flour. Some people like to layer it and have, some people doesn't like, just a matter of personal preference. And lastly, just a sprinkle of freshly grated coconut and place it onto the hob of the pressure cooker. And once done, turn off the flame and let it sit for about 30 seconds on the cooker, and then you can serve it to a plate. And my healthy instant Kerala puttu with Poongar rice is ready to serve. I'm serving puttu with Kerala kadala curry and local variety of plantains. Let me just show you how soft the rice is. I'm placing the coconut shell onto the hob of the pressure cooker and I'm covering it with a lid. Once steam starts to come through the holes on the lid, reduce the flame to the lowest and steam cook on low flame for about 5 to 7 minutes. And once done, turn off the flame and allow it to stay like this for a couple of minutes so that the coconut shell will cool down and it will be easy to handle. Once lightly cooled, serve to a plate. So guys, do try this healthy recipe with Poongar rice and let me know how it turned out. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care. Bye bye.